So for most people, chicken's their typical go-to dinner food, but today we're going to show you a chicken recipe that's anything but typical. And joining us is Kathleen Delaney. She's the owner of Great Grapes Catering. We're making apricot almond chicken.
We are.
Interesting, I like it, because when I do chicken, I do it very bland. You know, maybe I'll marinate, but just throw it on the skillet, that's about it.
Well, this is a really good go-to. Like, I'm so sick of this chicken, that chicken, no barbecue sauce. And it's also really natural, but yet it's got a lot of spice. It's got Moroccan spices. It's got a little Indian hints to it. It's just delicious. So what we're gonna do today is we are going to make our own spice mixture. So I have my handy-dandy grater zester.
A little zester?
Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What's this?
Cinnamon.
All right. Cinnamon.
And a language lesson, a little bit of both today.
Well, the good thing about cinnamon is it tastes so much better, just as any herb, as if you actually crack it yourself and you do your own cinnamon grinding. So it's just like coffee. You know, when you go to the coffee, you know, when you go to Starbucks or wherever and you buy a pound of coffee, do you buy it ground or do you take it home and
you
grind it?
want the whole bean, so you can grind it yourself to get that freshness. You're right, though. There's something about grating your own cinnamon and nutmeg that you can smell it around the whole room.
Exactly. So that, I mean, and it goes a lot further. Isn't that very aromatic? It's amazing.
Pungent.
Right? It is. It's great, though. I really like it. So I'm going to do a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to do some nutmeg. Do you want to do that for me? Just go easy on that nutmeg.
How do you make it so you don't skin half the skin off of your fingers?
You have to be really careful.
There's no, that's it? That's the only piece of advice you've got for me?
It is, especially for something hard like that. You really just have to be paying attention. Yeah,
I've grated my finger one too many times.
Well, I have a mixture here that's really great. Smell that.
Woo! It's got cumin?
Ginger, cumin, turmeric, and all really good things that are really good for you as well. So I'm just going to add this together.
That's the basis of a lot of Indian spices, right?
Absolutely.
Indian dishes? Okay.
I'm going to mix all of my dried already. I did it for the sake of us getting together. And why don't you whisk that together for you? We've got some onions going in the pan, and add a little water.
Oh, the color on this is absolutely gorgeous.
And turmeric is really good for you. It's an antioxidant.
And what's this steam shower doing? You just coated us all in steam,
I did. I'm browning some, caramelizing some onions so that we can take the already dusted chicken with this really wonderful sauce, and we're gonna put these babies in there. I'm gonna
shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Now mixer-roux.
Can I do it like this?
Yes, please. And I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in the pan, too. And I had a touch of butter just to finish it. Whoa. Yeah, baby. And I'm going to take those out, and then we're going to put them directly into the pan and just sear them. Now, you can do this with chicken with the bone or just with chicken breast, but nice big pieces so that they cook at the same rate.
Do you love a cast iron skillet?
I do.
Better than
for this dish, I very much do, because we're going to turn it down. We're going to add some liquid to it, and then we're going to ooh, look at that, friendly. We're going to do that, and then we're going to cover it, and we're going to slowly cook it with the apricots and the almonds, and then it is going to be ready to rock.
And while we're letting this cook, how do you clean one of those cast iron skillets?
You know, it's all about curing your cast iron skillet. I try not to use soap, but in a pinch, if you do and you scour it, I finish it, I dry it off really well. Sometimes I even put it on the stove to dry it, and then I always cure it with some olive oil or with a nice cooking spray every time I put it away, so that it doesn't rust.
You're re-seasoning the pan every time.
It's great. And I like this. This is more like a tagine, more like an Indian style. All around. What happens with the cast iron is it really keeps the heat in. So that's what you want.
Gotcha.
So we're in a good shape. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pour some liquid in there. And I already took the top off. That's good. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour some water. It's going to steam up.
Now, why is that?
Why is it steaming up?
I mean, I know why it's steaming. That's just boiling water.
Right.
No, but why are you putting the water in?
Because I need to make a sauce so that when I put the apricots and the almonds in, and then I want to steep it and slowly cook it, all the flavors will meld.
And that's better than just using oil?
Absolutely, because you want to create a sauce. So I put a little bit of oil in the pan. I also put a tad of butter just to mix the two together for flavor reasons. And then I'm going to put the rest of my garlic in.
Yes,
and you don't want to burn your garlic or your or any of your fresh herbs. I like to use fresh herbs as well. But what I like to do also is finish, like we're going to put coriander seeds in there. What's a coriander seed?
I have no idea.
Is
it a plant?
It's the basis to cilantro. So when you, if you see the seed, you smell it. Crack that baby open.
I think I will.
It smells exactly like it. Now, but that's the seed.
Like a
so
taste
now
explosion
we'll get
in my
a very,
nose
very, very great flavor factor of the dried herbs and those things. But at the end, we'll finish it with cilantro.
Smells
And
great.
So we'll have that fresh and spice.
I think some of the
mixture.
coriander went up my nose.
Probably. It's good for you, though. Really
Let's
good
hope
for
so.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So do you want to let this cook for a little bit
I'm
and
gonna
come
cook
back
it
in a
down.
bit?
Absolutely.
All right, well, don't go anywhere. We're going to finish up this dish a little bit later on in the show. Back in the kitchen with Kathleen Delaney. She's the owner of Great Grapes Catering, and we're finishing up our apricot almond chicken.
Oh, it's so delicious. We're getting ready. I'm putting even some more apricots in. We had put the top on and let it cook down a bit. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of honey just to even out our spices.
So for people who missed the show earlier, what we did is we put a little bit of water into the mixture. And that made it more of a sauce. And then you added apricots, you added almonds, now you're adding honey.
A little bit of honey just to get the glaze going, just to get it nice and thick. And then before that, we had a spice mixture. We had onions and garlic. And now I'm going to finish it with some beautiful cilantro so that it's bright and fresh and delicious for your table.
And there was cinnamon and there was coriander on there.
Coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, all your favorite spices, and of course turmeric, which is my personal favorite.
So maybe this is it seems like an American and an Indian dish. It's very transcontinental.
Absolutely. I think that it's whatever you want it to be. What are your ingredients? But it definitely has Moroccan and Indian flair to it because of the spice mixture.
Now, what might you serve something like this with? You could probably put apricots on the side.
Absolutely. What you could serve it with would be delicious. Would either be, depending on, you could do it with a really nice rice pilaf, or you could do it with quinoa, because that's my go-to grain these days.
Well, I think it's incredibly healthy. I'm going to try to.
It is.
I'm going to try a little plating. Oh no. Oh, never mind. You're one step ahead of me.
Oh yeah.
Look at you.
I'm
You
here
called me
for you.
Bubba.
I did.
She just called me Bubba.
He's like a brother to me.
And you, Kathleen. Well, it looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by and making this for us today.
Well, my pleasure. Here you go.
And if you want to copy, thank you very much. If you want to copy this recipe, head over to our website, mymassappeal.com later today.